what's up, guys? The ranked 2 player in the world's deck looks troll, but in reality, it's one of the scariest decks in the game. Every card in the deck is capable of torturing your opponent and taking their tower. Imagine missing a spell against an evolved skeleton barrel because a clone messes up your timing. Or watching all of your stuff die to tornado plus Sparky. And losing to a surprise giant skeleton clone or a sneaky minion horde will straight up delete your opponent's will to play. The amount of rage quits in games that you steal away from the opponent is unrivaled with this deck. It's time to make our opponents moan while we clone and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And lots of giant skeleton love to everyone that's using Critic Code SirTag, making the high effort editing possible. I'm telling y'all, no one is properly prepared for the clone. The attack of the clones is coming in hot once we get an advantage and we figure out what our opponent's deck is, or we get a skeleton barrel anywhere near the tower. I'm gonna subtly cycle our Sparky in the back. We're gonna be, neutral here. He went in for Tombstone. I also went in for a skeleton barrel, 3 for 3. Sparky went into Lava Hound. We're up 1. So right now we are forced to make the first play. I think there's a shot he goes in for Inferno Dragon on our Sparky. So yeah, that's like kind of what I thought would happen. More often than not, it's going to be Skeleton Dragons or Inferno Dragon. He cycles Zap, so he doesn't have enough to kill the minion horde immediately. So we're good. We cooked that Lava Hound. It's gone. And he also loses the Inferno Dragon. So overall, decent trades. Not like the best or anything, but we work with it. We making moves. He loses the Inferno Dragon with literally no damage on our tower if I cut it with the Giant Skeleton, which I should be able to, unless I've got 0 brain cells and 0 fingers, 0 capabilities of making moves, but it's looking decent. I can go Skeleton Barrel other side. He'll probably Tombstone to kite this. He doesn't, it'd be kind of weird. I could go in for a clone and then get 2 bombs. I think that's probably worth, just so the Giant Skeleton bombs are able to blast everything and guarantee that we end up hitting everything. Yeah. I don't think it would have hit. I think that the minions would have went away. I think they would have been fast enough. You guys can flame me in the comment section. Maybe the clone wasn't necessary, but I got to play it safe. I think the Valkyrie would have just been annoying. I had to push the Giant Skeleton bomb back a little bit so then we had more moves. We had more room for that bomb to explode. Skeleton Army here forces a zap. Could be any second, wherever the zap might be. There it is. The dude Inferno Dragon last time, I don't want to go in for a Sparky. I'd rather just straight minion horde. More often than not, people are not going to have a arrows and also that type of combo, so I think it's fine. Could tornado, but I think skeleton barrel is just safer. Each skeleton barrel pop does straight up kill minions, so having that and then having 1 counter push is funny, and I can clone it. So I mean, it's gonna do so much damage. It's actually insane. Y'all might think that cloning that is stupid, but it works. Trust me, it's a play. All right, so I bet you he fireballs, so I'm just going to let this go. Tornado this to the King Tower after a hit. And then Electro Wizard here. And then we keep our Giant Skeleton alive, and we got our Skeleton Barrel. And we're making pretty big moves here, guys. Trust me, this is a strat. This has to be a strat. We forced out the Zap. We're going Skeleton Army Evolution other side. We're going insane with it. This is wild. 2 Electro Wizards against the freaking... Oh, this is funny. I can't believe that you was just win that. He was 1! Like, he just fireballed the King Tower. He doesn't want to play the game anymore. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that. Like, the game wasn't over, but it was over for him mentally. He legitimately lost his stuff to 2 Electro Wizards, 1 cloned up, and he dipped. Bro has achieved ultimate status of tilt. I honestly don't remember the last time I've done someone that dirty with a deck. And we've pushed up to 7,700 in the world with no signs of stopping. Who would have thought cloned up Electro Wizard is the 10 million IQ play? Oh, this guy, he's not ready for us to go and mow him down. We were going to be grazing his pasture like the cow that we are with our Skeleton Army. And maybe we're going to be able to go for a clone with the Skeleton Army late game, but obviously early game, Sparky is definitely the wave right into an Executioner. Usually, Executioner decks are the death sentence for clone. But since I've got Sparky, there's moves. What is he? What? Oh. Wait, that makes sense, bro. But I can still, like, send it. I think the Sparky still hits most of it. Yeah, no, we're good. He doesn't end up hitting our tower, right? Nah, we're chilling. That was prime time tornado placements. And I could clone this. I'd rather go Skeleton Barrel. That's a little more fun that way. I love the fact that he vines too. All right, screw it. Let's clone now. Last possible second. I was kind of hoping that the Sparkies would just shoot different things, but it kind of did. Ah, this is a little Ghost Sparky. You little scary little royal Ghost Sparky. It's gotten some inspiration from the most broken evolution in the game. Yes, sir. All right, so I think that if we just continuously go in for Sparkies, it's gonna get vines. Then I'm gonna feel like a moron. But I'll still do it. I think we kill the lumberjack still, probably, maybe. I hope so. Oh, he didn't have the elixir. He was poor. And now our elixir value soars. Yes, sir. We're pouring on the pain to you, brother. We're pouring on the pain. This is one of those decks. It's just so weird. I mean, I'm glad I copied it from a top-ranked player because, I don't know, I would have never thought a strat like this would be a thing, but it's damn good. So I'm going to go Skeleton Army at the bridge, and then I can Giant Skelly, but it's definitely better to cycle our evolutions at the same time. So I'm going to try to get them both rolling together. I also have Minion Horde. He's probably not going to go Executioner at the bridge. There's a chance he does, but nah, not after the Snowball. He's not Xing. He's going to probably get a hit here. Could have Giant Skeletoned. Might have been the better play, because, yeah, no, Giant Skeleton would have been way better. What am I doing? What am I doing here? I just wanted to stack up a Sparky and Executioner counter here with the Giant Skelly. I was trying to get frisky with it. He's going to Vines. He's going to get damage, but I need so much elixir for that. I think that the Sparky does kill, and then we get a huge counter pressure. So, I mean, this is our push. We have the 2 evolutions. We've got the Sparky. This is what we're looking for, you know? If you don't know, now you know, bro. And, yeah, I'm ready to spook you a little bit, brother. Just a little spook. A little spooky Sir action out here. So, I'm going to go Minion Horde. I'm going to clone this. And it's the attack of the clones. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think the Sparky's going to hit him. I believe that we can win, Mr. Sparky. Oh, it didn't work at all. It was kind of close to hitting at the end, and I would have just, like, coughed up laughing. I don't even know what I would have said. It was really close to straight winning the game there. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Skeleton Barrel their side. Pull everything in with the Tornado so you lose the Executioner. This is the vibe. Bada boom, bada bing, baby! And then we clone. And then we have the Giant Skeletons get pushed closer to the tower. That's a win. So there are different ways of winning Clash Royale games, and that is the way that I prefer to win. But, you know, it's also kind of fun to win the game with the push with the double evolutions. It's more funny to win with the naked, no evolution cycle and tornadoing things together, having the Sparky melt all their stuff. But it's also something I've done a million times. It is kind of cool how creative you can be with this deck, that there are so many different ways to torture your opponent and steal games. Now we're at 7,100 in the world, and we're about to make more moves up. This might be the fastest video ever because we're winning 2 games in a row with no problems without even play testing the deck first. It is actually that easy and fun. Also, we can activate King Tower with the Skeleton Barrel with the Tornado in this placement. If the Skeleton Barrel gets close, that's a King Tower activation with hopefully only 1 hit with the Skeletons on us, so maybe 2. We got 2 hits, not bad. I mean, we take that. It's looking like we're playing against a Logbait deck, and obviously Logbait has the potential of a rocket. I don't want to say he's got the rocket, but he could do that to us right now. He could be that guy. I also have good answers to the Goblin Barrel, so I could Skeleton Army if I wanted on that. I want to Minion Horde. Minion Horde is a play. I don't think this is smart, but I want to send it. I just want it. I want to feel something. I want to feel something right now. And I definitely feel something crazy. Might have been one of the more insane strats. Cloning up a Minion Horde in single elixir feels like I'm a mid-ladder menace. Maybe I'm not even feeling like a mid-ladder menace. Maybe that's my true identity, and I finally revealed it. Hey, the Electro Wizard's helping out against the Skeletons. Obviously, the King Tower activation comes up clutch. I'm not allowed to play like that much of a moron unless I'm running a degenerate deck like this one that has so many defensive options, like Skeleton Army Bailout, King Tower activation with Tornado. There's like a lot of things I can do, and I can just have so much more fun with this deck than other decks. There's some decks that you play cycle decks where you're like, I have to do a very specific sequence every single time according to my calculations. If I don't do this, I lose. And this deck, it just doesn't play like that. You're allowed to play way more differently. I'm going to Tornado the Dark Goblin in, so it just straight dies. Don't want to deal with that thing. Bit on that thing, get away. You don't like it, he'll probably just spam recruits into us, and that's going to be annoying. But hear me out. If I go for a Sparky, and I kill a Berserker, and then we drop a Giant Skeleton, and then we clone everything. Wait, that worked really well. Damn, that was cool. But I think we just let the Sparky die, probably. And we can, like, go Minion Horde if we want. It honestly doesn't matter that much to me. This is a dead push to me. This is a dead push. I'll just Giant Skeleton in the back and I'll slow roll. I'm hoping he spams on the other side because I do have Skeleton Army Evolution. Soon, hopefully. That's what we're going for. That's what we are going for right now. I don't know if he's going to like arrows me or not. That's the weird thing. I just don't know what this guy's up to. He's a bit of a chaotic man. What is his plan? All right, so this is okay. I mean, I can just Ewas. Chilling. Now I have the Evos that I wanted. And these Evos are kind of out and about. Boot in a boot. All right, what if we go for like a giant skeleton, minion horde, skeleton barrel, and just clone everything? I think that's also another way of winning if his Dark Goblin evolution is out of cycle like it is there, you know? It's not there anymore. And I don't care. All right, so if our minion horde just kills the stuff, we're chilling, right? We just clone it all up, tornado all this stuff in. Does this win? I kind of hope so. It'd be kind of sad if it didn't. I put in so much effort. I put so much strength into that. Oh, I didn't even get the skeleton army evolution in the middle. People are failing the checks that we're throwing at them. Every single opportunity that we, have a chance to annihilate a tower, something just works. And I'm expecting to force another defensive stage, but it never even gets there. Opponents die before they see the final form of this deck every time with the skeleton army evolution in the middle. As you can see, nothing cut out. 3 wins in a row in the battle log, and now we are sitting at 6,400 in the world. So Jay Yishi's got one of the most unorthodox smiley faces I've ever seen in a name, so maybe he's running something off meta, or maybe he's the most standard person on this planet, just balancing it out a little bit with his name. I'm gonna go skeleton army at the bridge and just test the waters with that. I kind of like dropping skeleton armies at the river. There's not much that can go wrong with it. It's 3 elixir, it's fine, it's okay. Maybe we bait out a spell and then we just plummet him down to hell with our minion horde, because more often than not, people will spam into cards that they should not. Like this. This is fun. This is a game time play. He'll probably arrows this, but even if he does that, it's bad. Genuinely, I don't think it's smart for him. I got clone too, so I mean, I could send it a little bit more, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go Electro Wizard. It's better for us to go E-Wiz because we kill the baby dragon. We potentially get the giant skeleton closer. Oh, I want to be a moron. I want to send it. Please push the giant skeleton into the tower for the one time. For the one time. Woo! This is why we play clone. Because you can do stuff like that. The giant skeleton was not near the tower. But because we had clone, push our giant skeleton because there wasn't enough space in the battlefield. Got closer to the tower without having to move. Give it a little push. We put it on a cart, and we loaded up some damage. That's all I'm going to say, all right? So, unfortunately for us, we can't go a la carte here and just be feasting for too long. He is going to go in for a Valkyrie, which is a +1 trade for us if our Sparky eliminates it. So, it's not bad, because, Skeleton Barrel into a Valkyrie is +1. So, I think that the Elixir Collector advantage that he's getting is kind of being minimized. I might be able to go in for a Giant Skeleton the last possible second before leaking any Elixir. And he'll probably Baby Dragon or something to the sword. He's got a Golem deck, right? Gotta be Golem. Golem Vines. All right. Sure, sir. Sure. I think the Sparky just hits everything because it can't reach. It can't reach. It doesn't have that move. The Battle Hero is just going to die. And I think I can just send it a little bit more. I think I can just do this. I'm about it. I'm about it. Never doubt it, guys. Never doubt it. I'm about it. All right. So if I'm able to do enough damage with this minion horde, I might actually win a situation that shouldn't happen. It might just be a miracle. Why the hell would you send that? What are you doing? You're going Golem in the back when you're at 300 HP. All right, buddy. Okay. Sometimes people just are in perilous positions they don't even know. So I'm just going to cycle Electro Wizard here and then use Tornado and not use our Skeleton Barrel Evo. So that's the game plan. That's the game time play. We're going to go clone, so the giant skeleton bombs will go blasting in air. And, yeah, we're gonna make a good time here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Skeleton Army has to put in work or we might actually lose. Oh! All right. That was way scarier than I ever thought it could be. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was completely under control for a second, and then things kind of went bad. I definitely win this game right now with a Skeleton Barrel and a clone. But damn, dude, I needed that Sparky shot. It was my life. It was my life. It was my calling. It was my moment for sure. Without that, I had everything flash before my very eyes. Okay, bet. He's going to try to spend a lot of extra elixir here, and I don't appreciate the behavior, but I also do understand it. There's no way the giant skeleton explodes near the tower, but all his other stuff will die, and I just need one little skeleton barrel. I need to slime him with one little skeleton barrel. That's all I got. All I got to do. We're going to go in for Skeleton Army Evolution, and we're going to split it up. He probably will drop a spell. If he doesn't, I'd be kind of surprised. Maybe he just lets it entirely die. Okay, he's vinesing on it. He's vinesing on it. Oh, it's dead, but now his tower is dead too. So as you can see, the split lane pressure is pretty nice. Usually I block the skeleton general with the giant skeleton since the giant skeleton is pretty slow. So it stops the skeleton general from moving up pretty fast. But in that particular moment, I didn't really care. I knew that I was going to take the tower with the skeleton barrel, so I just won. Shout out to the Sparky shot being the MVP of the match and keeping our streak alive. Okay, Jacob Spartacus or Sarius. I don't even know what this name is. Sartarius. Oh, I get it now. Isn't that guy like a singer or something? Oh man, a peck of Popeyes too. This guy's just a meme. The clan and everything. I might go in for a giant skelly here, and obviously if we're playing against someone with Royal Ghost, it's gotta be a Royal Giant deck. Royal Giant with Electro Spirit and Royal Ghost is very common in Clash. It's probably one of the better decks in the game. Wait, doesn't have Electro Spirit. Just cycled a lot of his cheap cards. Doesn't have Bar Barrel. This is where we go for the Skeleton Army, make the prediction on the Fisherman, and absolutely make his life hell. This is it. This is our moment where we spam like a crazy person. I don't know if you guys have done anything like this, but I love doing this. I absolutely eat this up. And we can Royal Ghost counter with the Tornado to the King Tower, so honestly, it's not even that bad. We're just going to wait a little bit, pull that to the King. Sure, got a swing. I could have done a little bit faster, but I just am being a little bit more lackadaisical, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more chill for the last game of the day, because we've been having such a fun time. You can't take the game too seriously when you're messing around with this deck. Oh my gosh, dude, what are you doing? What are we doing? What is happening here? Literally, I don't understand. It seems like he wants to die to a giant skeleton, guys. Oh, is he going to pull it back? I don't think he can stop it. Nah. Nah. Ain't no way, buddy. Ain't no way. Not up in here. Not up in here. I feel like he tried to bait me. He definitely tried to bait the giant skeleton because he knows I'm good enough to do that. I don't know. That was kind of funny, though. He did, like, take less damage on the right side than left, so I guess maybe it was a right play. Anyway, we're able to minion horde, and he's not going to get any damage. I'll just tornado this back. It's a very dead Royal Giant, so that's a good time. And I can throw a Skeleton Barrel left side because he's going to have to Hunter on the right. Now he doesn't have anything for the Skeleton Barrel. It will connect to the tower. Oh, he's going to Fireball. Wait, this guy's super good. He's actually a very smart player. Have the game sense to know that he couldn't let that connect. It would basically take out his entire tower if he let that connect. Oh, we can do the cheesy tactic now, guys. Hell yeah. So game time play is this. So when he goes in for the Royal Giant on the right, it's not actually going to be able to kill the skeletons. Even though it's an evolution, he needs to be able to kill the little general dude in the left. So that's the play that we wanted to do here. We're going to go Skeleton Barrel on the right. Electro Spirit's on the general. He's not fireballing on the general. He has to Barb Barrel. Damn, dude, he doesn't have Barb Barrel anymore. We can just clone this. Did he lose? Does homie just lose? I mean, that's a lot of skeletons on his tower and no Royal Ghost in sight. Kind of fun. I'm not going to lie. That is super cheese. So he's definitely going to go Royal Giant on the right, right? Does he not? He's just letting... Oh. Oh. Damn, son. I didn't know you had it like that. Yeah. I didn't think he had a response, so I was kind of confused on why he did that. All right, we're going to send another clone. I don't know what the fisherman's doing. That was a fishy fisherman. It definitely stunk of fish there for sure. GG, man. Pleasure playing against you. And damn, I can't believe how good this deck is. I played it on a whim and all we did was win. At the end of the day, we've made our way up to 4,600 in the world.
Yo, guys, it's me, Charlie. Hey, did that guy just turn into sand?
Yeah, what was that?
Click on the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.